Wanderers, welcome to the Friday Variety Show, Season 2, Episode 46. Today's episode is brought to you by the MFL Foundation. This foundation is near and dear to my heart, and with the support of the fellas, we are bringing you the information needed to sign your youth golfer up for the MFL Foundation Junior Golf Tournament, July 10th, Huntingburg Country Club. Teddy Hoops, our buddy Teddy Hoops is going to have that course ready to go. Dave is going to go ahead and post the information below for you to get your child signed up. If you're a business owner and you listen to this and you want to come on board and advertise, maybe think about sponsoring the podcast. But if you want to sponsor the junior golf tournament, we'd be happy to have you. Just reach on out. Let us know. July 10th, Huntingburg Country Club, junior golf tournament. The fellas will probably be at work, but I'll be there. Come see us.
The Wondering Dutchman Podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. It's the Wondering Dutchman Podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah.
Fellas, start with me.
Hey, hey.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is not.
It's the Friday.
I'm out of sync now.
Here we go. Coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. It is the Friday Variety Show. If you're listening to us on Friday, it's Friday morning. You've made it through the week. If your work day is already done, or today is the last day and you get to that glorious thing called the weekend, we are happy you joined us. We are glad you are here, and we are glad you're allowing us to entertain you for the next hour and change, where we talk about whatever we want to, because it's whatever we wonder about on the Friday Variety Show. Mm-hmm. Sitting across from me with a little bit of tousled of a messed hair, sporting the black rim glasses and the very manicured mustache. He's got that mouse over there underneath that big bear paw clicking on boobies on X, because I guess porn's just allowed on Twitter nowadays.
It's
Who
fine.
knew?
Mm-hmm.
It's our buddy, Zachary David Masner.
How's it going?
It's going, buddy.
There.
Glad to have you here. Sitting there in the middle. Gosh, if you follow us on social media, you saw that beautiful chest with a bottle of Cali Red with Snoop Dogg. It's our buddy from Richmond, Indiana. Turquoise turtle and all, seeing the world through the lens of his rose-colored glasses. It's our buddy David Allen Smoker. And I am your unofficial host with the most, trying to bring you energetic introductions as I ad-lib them coming through, because you never know when the WWE is going to call or Bruce Buffer loses his voice box. Esquire. We got a little bit of a live show here. Two ladies that played golf today. Had a few beers, have joined us here in the lounge. Sandwiched between the warden of one and the warden of two is also our buddy, Holland, Indiana native.
Now.
Back to us from that dump known as Arkansas. Our buddy, the more famous Masner in the Masner household, if you ask Linda and Jay. It's Cody Masner.
Hey.
Cody's here.
Welcome.
Now works for the federal government. So he's going to have 35 holidays, a great pension when he retires. Oh, we're not allowed to
And a
talk about
polite
that
invitation to not return.
Ouch. That's a tough
Let's do
spot.
it, fellas. Let's do it.
It is the Friday Variety Show, where we talk about just about anything that we got on our minds, what's been going on, what's been happening, what we're really raring to get to.
Raring.
It's the Friday Variety. David Allen Smoker, your wife over there is just...
A mess.
Side-eyeing.
Oh, do you need us to leave?
You ass-eyeing me, playboy. What's going on, guys? You know what? It is hot It's getting
Hot
hot.
shot.
Muggy out
It's getting
there.
hot. So,
Summer is officially here.
yeah.
Got to
So
keep
here it
the
is.
wine cold.
On June the 13th is when we're recording this. So this will come out on.
Whew,
Oh,
that's
God.
a little peppery.
Yeah,
is
no,
it?
that's not what This is buttery. That is.
Did you
I
try-
took a horn
I
off
did.
of
It's
it.
a little peppery.
We're having a bit of a Dutchman wine tasting here, trying to figure out what El Cheapo wine I like. And so far, I think I'm stuck with the green bottle
boy.
from Walmart.
It's peppery.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like this here.
Buttery.
I think you could pair
What the
this.
hell is
for-
it called? Edmund?
No, Edward.
Edmund Martin?
No, it's
Edmund?
Elijah
Martin's
Martin.
right. No, it's Eduardo
Esteban. Esteban.
Guitar playing with the long feet. It's me, Esteban.
So when you look at the forecast,
Don't remind me.
when you look at the forecast here for the next couple days, tomorrow 89, Saturday 89, Sunday 94,
I can-
Monday 94, Tuesday 91, 93, 95, 95, 94, 95, 94, 92, 90.
I
Guys,
can feel my giblets chafing already.
it's going to get hot, boys. It's going to get real
Hey,
hot.
but
God, I
good
hate
news is,
chafing.
And
hey,
what?
as the top employee of the city of Huntingburg, this is also a big weight loss season. This is hot street worker bod for you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, about to really transform into the BDE season here. So with
Say
that
it with a
being
little
said,
bit more energy.
with that being said, like we poured almost 30 yards of concrete today in one day.
Did you get it in 3 trucks or 4?
3. So we
So they maxed them out.
that's not true. It was 26 and some change. I
Okay.
said almost 30. So,
Sorry.
Yeah. So we ended up getting after it today. Had the park boys up there with us. We're putting a
Hell yeah.
big parking lot in there at Hunter's Crossing for the recreation.
I've seen
area.
old Tyson a lot in the last week.
Is that right?
Just weird, like all the time. Like, hey, there he is. And
I'll be darned.
Playing
yeah.
disc golf.
No. Like he's on the. Oh. Yeah, no, he
Callback.
seemed much happier.
God damn it. He's
I love
getting,
those guys. Big
Tyson
fans of the show.
Friedemeyer's getting pissed off. I guarantee you one thing right now, man. I don't know how many times me, has made like some sort of like weed eater reference, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, yeah, blow it out your ass, you fucking cocksucker, you know, whatever. And I'm like, you guys done hearing about that shit yet? He's like, oh, fuck no, man, let her rip, let her eat, bud, but anyway, it's hard, it's getting tough for those guys, everybody, us, people working outside, so you got to take care of yourself. Be
Hey, T's and P's.
cognizant of your body, you know what I mean? Like your body's going to give you signals there of things that it wants and needs. But now that bullshit's over, guys, we have had an absolute bomb go off in the world, and I don't know if you guys all have read the headlines or not.
Is this where you're talking about Joe Biden shitting himself on D-Day?
No.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, that's pretty bomby too, but I don't know if you knew it or not.
Kim Kardashian's titty popped.
Nope.
Oh, the FBI released the previously unreleased O.J. Simpson thing.
Well, no.
Which, by the way, when they talk about the shoe, like where there's only like 300, like I don't know, like. Sorry, I was reading through some of it, and I can't believe they still couldn't convict him.
way more important than that. Joey Chestnut was banned from the Nathan's hot dog eating
Hey, who
competition.
was he? Because they did this because he wasn't.
He signed a contract with an Impossible Meats hot dog company, and he breached his contract with Nathan's.
Oh, I knew it was another wiener company. I thought maybe he signed up with Merkley's.
It was yeah, no, sure shit not.
How
bud.
many franks do you think Joey Chestnut could eat?
3.
No.
You're talking full size, girthy, full pork franks.
You're a
Nathan's-
world class air dicker there.
Yeah,
He's like,
the Nathan's hot dogs that they eat, fellas, are that's a
they're the
No
thin ones.
way.
It's a good size Nathan's
But
hot
it's
dog.
not as it's not a pop dog.
It's not the girth.
Snap dog.
Snap
But here's
dog.
the
Not the
deal.
girth of
Not
the Frank.
only has Joey Chestnut been banned from the it's not. I mean, I'm not going to watch it anymore.
Why? Because you're a Joey Chestnut fan, not a Nathan's fan.
Right. No,
You're going to watch him gargle veggie wieners?
I am a Nathan's hot dog guy, but I am also a traditionalist.
Mm-hmm.
And for the last 16 years in a row,
Were you a big Kobayashi guy?
no, But listen,
I'm listening.
hold your horses.
Do you think that when you interrupt us, we don't want to just say this, or
The September, the Ultimate Grudge match is coming on, and it's coming out on Netflix. It's a Netflix special.
Oh, Tyson and
Absolutely not.
no.
Joey Chestnut going head to head with Takeru Kobayashi.
What are they going to eat?
Hot dogs.
I thought
Is he going to
was
eat
retired.
these Impasa dogs?
I'm not sure. I haven't read that far into it.
Because if he's just eating some bean wieners, I'm not in.
Some bean weenies.
Soy.
Face off.
That's a bean.
Chestnut, a 16-time hot dog eating champion, will face off with his frequent Nathan's competitor, Kobayashi, in a live Netflix special. Chestnut Unfinished Beef is what the event's called. I don't know what they're going to eat, though. I haven't really got into that.
Tofu
I would
dogs?
only imagine they're going to eat hot dogs, but I don't know if they're real hot dogs or if they're the Impasa dogs or whatever this shit is that they're talking about now. But
The bad thing of it is
that took the internet by storm, fellas.
By
That came out a couple days ago, and it was a pretty hot ticket item.
That was big news in the wiener chugging world.
Yeah. That's a nasty sumbitching TV show to watch, boy. Have you
I've
ever
never
seen that?
watched a hot dog eating
Oh, it's
contest.
f***ing gross. I mean, it is terrible. Our boy Joey Chestnut.
No, I've seen a TikTok of that guy that's like, and he like
That's-
swallows a whole ass wiener.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like I'd have
But
trouble.
yeah, so they take that they go for the dunk. So they're going dog and bun both, and they're dunking that to where that bun is literally like soup at one point.
If
And
she's hiccuping, it's going to be a long night, boys.
Yeah.
Like not in a good way. Like it's just
oh,
like
interesting.
we've got problems.
But anyway, yeah. So Joey Chestnut won first place in 2022 for eating 63 dogs. And
I wonder what his cholesterol levels are.
I don't
Pretty
know.
good. He's
a competitive eater.
he's
Dave.
been on Pardon My Take,
Yeah.
and talked about it a few
He
times.
lives in Indiana.
Really?
And low taxes, low crime.
Yeah.
Great place to be.
And fake beanie weenies.
But he goes like they do like pre-event medical thing, post-event. Like he monitors pretty closely.
Yeah.
I can't fault him for going and getting that bag though. I mean, how much do you think what's his net worth?
I think he breached contract was for $500,000. Like he was already locked in for set amount, and then like his breach of that was.
Now, are Impasa dogs kosher? Aren't Nathan's kosher?
Nathan's are kosher.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he Jewish?
I don't know, but it's a pretty big slap in the face to the Jewish community if he went from a kosher meat dog to an unkosher veggie dog.
I don't know if that's what would get the Jewish folks all up in arms right now.
Well, get them all up in wieners anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
They can't eat pork though anyway, right?
Well, they're not pork dogs. They're
All beef.
beef.
Yeah.
I imagine soybeans are probably kosher as long as they don't have any artificial whatever we found out 2 weeks ago. We were talking about the pickles, and then it has to be like non-homogenized,
homogenized
growth
Yep.
receptacles.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it just says here that he was banned from the July contest for what the hell was it? Decision. Oh no, he's still in the major league eating like in that world, like he's still in that.
And I've heard this story before. You ain't gonna eat my wiener again. Just not while people are on watching. You know what I mean? Like it's under the radar wiener eating. So like those back door
Yikes!
Nathan's chugging contest.
Changing gears.
Okay.
We had a blast. It would have been last week. Well, going on 2 weeks now. Last week in real time, but when this comes out, Wally's ride.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah, I didn't go on that.
It was a little bit rainy.
My bike's still a mess. It's going to take some cleaning.
Yeah, it was a little bit rainy.
Did you clean? Did you go clean the purple nurple or whatever?
The grape ape? No.
Oh man!
No, it probably does need it. But I just want to give a big shout out. Obviously, it was fun riding with old Smoke Dragon, watching him in his element.
Oh, yeah.
Just a beautiful son of a bitch on that Road King over there.
Appreciate that.
And then friend of the program, Lee Vogler.
Yeah,
rode
he
back
was
there
out
with us
there
a little
ripping
bit. He's got one of them little enduro
I
bikes.
think I'm having a hot flash.
It's the wine.
Yeah.
It's good for your heart. It's like your heart's like, hey,
It's
I'm
busting
happy.
that cholesterol out.
It's like Jesus juice.
Busting that cholesterol out.
Yeah. And then, obviously big thanks to Jerry. Let me borrow the Great Babe. A lot of fun. And then always enjoy riding with Chad Hunefeld.
Yeah.
Chad, because I don't want to be like in the pack. It makes me nervous. I'm not ready.
I heard a little bit about that.
What do you mean?
Well, I heard a little bit about it.
Like bad?
Yeah, I mean, not really bad. It's just something that you need to get used to. You need to, if you're going to ride, like you're going to need to get in there because it can be a detriment to the squad if you don't do it right. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
So was that called out as the weak link on the ride?
I never said that.
No, but I think you're insinuating.
I don't think it was on this ride that I was made aware of. Like, I think somebody made a comment like, oh, yeah, he needs to learn how to ride in an offset pattern. And if he's not going to, then he needs to stay in the back.
Well,
Like we were offset this time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one time where I think I wasn't offset, but that guy was already on the other side over there. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to just jump over to do that. That was the only time.
Jumping needs to be done when you're
Yeah,
in the pack.
Now, we did have some jumping happen because on the last leg, I was roadside and it ended up being, and I tell you what I think caused that is I think we had a trike move up or down one spot, and then that caused like, oh, now I can pick again. Mm-hmm. So we did have like coming into Huntingburg, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a method to the madness. You'll catch on.
No, I got that, but some of it is like those guys that I don't know, because it was like when we were on that stretch from Winslow over to
on 56
Du Bois, like because there was a lot of intersections where guys were doing like I don't know those guys, they don't know me, and that's what made me a little uneasy because like and those guys will tell you ride your ride. I get that, but like when Chad's behind me, Chad knows my experience of riding. So it's pretty good because he lays back, he enjoys the ride, kind of watches and makes sure, nothing goes on. But because of all those things, we got some where it got jam-packed with guys who I had no idea, and they don't know who I am.
Right.
And that's the part where that's why I enjoy riding in the
And
back.
that was a sketchy one to ride in, being a new rider. I was a little worried about riding in it. And I'm not like a great rider.
Road conditions, time of year, shit like that. Yeah.
Now, luckily, we had some rain a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. To wash all the initial
oil and all that shit off.
The very first time that it rains during riding season, or like if it hasn't rained for a while and then it does,
it just brings all that oil to the top.
That's pretty sketchy.
Well, and we got to the Du Bois Crossroads where they had just worked on putting down fresh oil on 56 there. And that was a little bit, I was like, this is making me a little itchy.
We had two drops on that. Right?
Yeah, heard.
Two?
Yeah, so I believe leaving the Legion in Winslow. Like, honestly, I was a little worried about somebody there because, like, you're coming up a hill and it's not a perpendicular. It's not a 90-degree turn. It's tighter than that. It's like a 52.
Oh, leaving Winslow there to get on.
So you got to stay on the throttle because you're climbing a hill, and then you got to really dip her in there, but it was gravel, right? Well, you know how the corner gets.
Yeah.
And this isn't a poke at you, but I mean, I remember I watched my mirror pretty tight because like, if there's going to be a sketchy turn, that's the one.
I left some space in between so I could run it hard getting up.
Yeah.
Not run it hard, but gave me some space to where I'm like, because they had already stopped traffic.
That's not an easy bike to maneuver.
Yeah.
Like you jumping on that bike with that kind of setup, like it's lowered, it's got them big gnarly apes, it's not as responsive because it's a carbureted motorcycle. I mean, it's not an easy bike to ride for a
that's a
for a
feather
guy
in
as
your cap.
a green rider.
Well, and I think I did pretty well.
You did, yeah, real good.
And we riding in the rain, so that was a unique experience.
Right,
but
so
it was good.
Truth be told, that's the first time I've ridden in the rain on the Road King. Any other time, I'm like, looks a little gray. Keep it inside.
Not going.
Well,
but I wasn't going to look like a baby back bitch. Because I wanted to go the last 2 years, and something would come up, so I knew I was going.
Well, and here's the thing, and my wife doesn't listen to the show, but gonna have to strong arm something. Like it's just I got the fever, and the prescription's not more cowbell.
When you get going down the road, like I'd get such a warm heart, I guess, because
Is that
we were
'cause of
riding
the
in the
wine?
back, and then like going down 56. There's a couple times it's not real hilly,
No, but it's long
there's-
hills, and
there's
you can
long
see
hills.
all the people in front.
and then
of
you look up there, and there's 40 bikes in front of us or so, and everybody's just pretty tight packed, just running through them. Like, oh man, this
That's
is
cool.
This is a good way to spend a Saturday.
Well, and it was
poker runs and any kind of runs like that, man, they're fun as shit.
You know,
Stop everywhere, have a beer at every stop,
and that's one thing
if
I'll
you want
say.
to.
Like, I've been on some Jeep runs where it seems like the alcohol consumption is a
Sloppy.
lot higher,
Yeah.
and that like I was very impressed.
Oh,
For
I've
my-
been on poker runs before where people were shit faced drunk, which
But-
is terrible.
Yeah. So for that bike run, like you said, people would have one beer and then move on. I didn't partake. I felt like that's Jerry's bike. I don't want to do anything like that
Honest to God, if I'd have been riding somebody else's, I wouldn't have.
because the last thing I'd want him to say, oh well, you had what'd you do? Have
You
two
lightweight,
beers?"
have 2 beers, lay my bike down, you dick.
Yeah.
Jerry wouldn't say that.
Well,
He would absolutely
he
say
would. He
that if
totally
you were
would.
okay.
yeah.
If
yeah,
you were
well, yeah.
okay, you would be a lightweight for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You can't handle his liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good time. So I had a lot of fun. But really thank Jerry and Chad, like the Holland Legion riders. They do a lot of great things.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they it's just enjoyable.
Awesome
day.
organization.
It is.
Big time. But no, I just didn't get to go on that ride because I don't have a motorcycle. And Casey beat me to the punch on the Grape Ape, which is fun.
Well, you're family with Jerry.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have called Jerry and said, "Hey, I'm taking the
I
Great
had
Bay,"
no.
I just would have hugged Smoke tightly.
I don't know.
There's
I
room
just.
for you.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't really like riding that son of a bitch. Completely.
The Great Bay.
Yeah, to be completely honest with you, it's an uncomfortable motherfucker for me.
I will.
I mean, I
say,
love the apes and everything, but goddamn, that thing sits so low. And
the nice thing about it is
Yeah.
like those stops are so well planned and getting up for just 15,
Yeah, we
20
were
minutes.
never more than
yeah.
40 minutes riding at a time,
Oh yeah.
which was good.
Yeah.
Well, we got to see our buddy Chops.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you talk any smack about the Velpen disposal?
Nope, not about that. Actually, I was catching up with him on the ins and outs of Bourbon and Beyond.
Mm.
God, I think we're going to pull the trigger
We
for
need
Zach
to.
Bryan.
We need to. The warden and I. We need. We.
I
we
think
haven't-
neighbors are going with us.
Yeah, we haven't really nailed down our plans yet. Which, if we do, it'll just be a 1-day deal.
Because I think the theory would be get there early,
Mm-hmm.
kind of be able to get our pod set up, like with those guys and you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and then just enjoy the day.
Well,
You're not going to be able to have chairs.
Yeah, that's the
Chair
problem.
passes are sold out, so you'll need to be bringing like a
Blanket.
blanket to sit on the ground.
Yeah.
I was talking to Chops. And
Do you have a chair pass?
No, they didn't have any available when I bought
Yeah,
my tickets.
Exactly.
So, but if neighbors go, they're going to try to get a campsite.
Yeah.
We've got a hotel, Jenna and I, hoping for the campsite. It's going to be shitty camp weather, but like once you're in, you can't leave.
Right.
You can't take any food, any drink in. But
Right.
if you've got the campsite,
You can go. To
you can
your
go
camp.
back and forth from the campground all you want.
Exactly.
So, and I guess like a Gatorade last year was $7 or $12, Chops. So a lot, way
That's
more than a Gatorade should be.
So stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid. That's kind of like that Woodstock shit. Remember back there, the Woodstock 99, where all the documentaries are about it, and it was on a big ass concrete airfield, and
Oh yeah,
people were it was just yeah.
Keeling
You know,
over.
it just hit me. I probably need a. I wonder if a fella could go down to that fairgrounds or whatever early and leave a little care package like buried under the ground.
Doubt it.
Well, where is that they do that? Lollapalooza in Chicago. I think I've seen because it's in some park, and that's what some people they buried a bottle of vodka.
Awesome plan.
Makes sense.
Awesome.
We don't
plan.
do a very good job planning that far ahead.
No.
And then not talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I was thinking about the hot dog deal and the weather. Softball season for Eleanor, it's a wrap. Did I already talk about that? We got beat in the championship game.
Oh no, you didn't talk about that.
Yeah, so we ended up getting beat in the championship game. Finished up the league at second place. I was super proud of them. Great group of little girls. Eleanor will be moving on to 10U next year, so she'll be into the real world with kid pitch and everything like
Yeah.
that. So, yeah, baseball's over for Maxwell. A couple all-star tournaments coming up. But Evelyn, she's right in the thick of it. She's really getting after it. We're actually getting ready to yeah, it's a mess. This is going to be rough. We're actually traveling to
San Diego.
nope, Kentucky this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, she got invited to play as a sub for one of the local travel teams. Jesus Christ.
She do that all night.
My God.
You will now.
Oh, boy. But yeah, she got invited to play as a sub for a travel team, so she'll go
She's
down.
all mine, boys.
She'll go down there and hopefully play some decent softball, get some good looks and stuff like that, get some opportunities. So we've just been balls deep in it. I ate 4 pickle sickles at the ball field tonight.
I seen you were sharing earlier in the week that you had a bunch to make.
She made them for me.
Oh,
yeah. Friend of the program, Jerry Austin, and friend of the program, Jessica.
Yeah, he was at Wally's
he was
ride.
on the ride.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful bike.
Jess, she
I didn't realize that's who had all that pickle juice.
She likes me. Yeah, she really loaded them up. There was like a whole freezer full of them. And now Jerry's sister, Jessica Richardson, on the other hand, she's one of my big competitors in the pickle sickle.
Oh, really?
So she's hammering them also. So I got to get in there and get them when they're hot, fresh, cold,
Frozen.
Yeah.
You guys have been going to some Bomber games. I haven't.
Yeah,
I've
been to one and a third.
Yeah.
I left early today.
We took the tickets last Saturday night.
And didn't go?
No, we did. We went. We took the kids. Sat at our bar top up there. Cool. They ended up winning that game. Good atmosphere. Weather was freaking great.
That was a problem tonight. So it was right at the right time of day. The sun was baking I was.
Oh, on your back.
Sweating through. The kids.
That first
running around.
baseline, and that first baseline's brutal. Like
Well,
I know we didn't get a chance to pick, and whatever.
William was hungry, so I was like, "Hey, man,
yeah,
we're
nobody
not,
can afford to eat there."
Yeah,
So,
I was like, "We can go home."
What is a burger?
$7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for a cheeseburger.
Okay.
You go running in there with 4 kids,
That's tough.
3
Do they
kids.
use Merkley burgers?
Probably not. No, I don't know. I couldn't say. I don't know. I have no idea. Can't tell you.
We need to bring our buddy, big fan of the show, Mick Eubler on.
Wyatt was talking about that actually because now that Wyatt's out there and he's on the staff, he's talked to Mick a little bit out there.
Yeah,
he's like, I didn't recognize him at first because of his. I guess he's got long hair. I mean, obviously he has long.
He's
hair
got like
now.
one of them bro hawks.
Yeah,
Mick. Oh, Mick.
Sweet.
Hey, did you know Mick blends? You know he's a little back alley barber guy. Did you know he does a little freelance?
I've heard that. Yeah,
little freelance
he does some
haircutting.
cuts.
Yeah,
some fresh cuts.
You know the guy on TikTok, Vic Blends.
Oh yeah.
The guy that gives everybody free
Yeah,
haircuts and gives it's pretty inspirational if you watch him.
I hope Mick's charging cash here.
Maybe we'll let him on the show and he can come do like a beard touch up or something while we talk.
Dude, I would let Mick cut my hair live. I don't let very many people cut my hair. Like this, the warden can attest to this. She's begged to cut my hair a handful of times, and I said absolutely not.
I'll let him cut my hair, but I just need to trim. Like I'm just trimming off the dead ends.
Right. Like I would probably let him give me a bro hop.
Hey Mick, we want you on the show, but not to talk. We just need you to trim us up.
Yeah, just
But yeah, I
For your
watched him.
aspiring barber
I watched him give friend of the show, Chad Blessinger. I watched him give him a haircut down at Lincoln last year. Oh, and he even had a shirt, Mick Blends. Had his shirt and slicked him right up, boy. I tell you what, feller can peel a head. I tell you that.
That's one thing I'm not gonna lie.
Do we need to call an ambulance?
No, she'll be fine.
Okay.
We got a case of the hiccups in the lounge, everybody. Real severe case of the hiccups.
That's the one thing, I'll be honest. I miss a little time in the barber chair.
Oh yeah.
With cutting my hair, every couple days, every other day. I kind of miss the interaction to a certain extent.
Doesn't take much anymore.
But I just do it in the shower, Dave.
That's wild.
Just trim
you ought to get one of them
some
things.
people do it.
So friend of the program, Luke Mundy.
Now, he's a bald guy.
Yeah, he was telling me that he has got an aftermarket skull shaver type unit that goes. You kind of like put it in your hand.
I don't think that's aftermarket.
What? Well, no. So there's like a main brand.
Oh, okay.
So he has a non-name brand.
Yeah, he has a non-name brand.
Aftermarket would be he'd put like exhaust pipes and duals on it or something.
Generic little skull shaving unit that he does and just slicks her off like that. Maybe
now
you need
back
to try
when I
one
was
of them.
shaving my head, to the skin. I got a mole back here that was real hard to do.
You
You
used to
shave your hair?
Oh, Jenna hated it.
I guess.
I stopped paying for haircuts because they were getting expensive. And I started with buzz cuts, and I was like, I ought to just shave this. So I'd straight razor like every 2 days.
Straight razor?
Well, not a straight razor, but like
Oh.
like the gosh dang Gillette razor.
Yeah.
And I'd do that every couple of days. And but that mole there got to be kind of problematic, and I was always
Oh,
afraid
yeah,
it was
you
going to make it
goddamn
off.
get hung up, peel it off.
Yeah.
Why is there so much blood running down my back? Oh, that's right. I just
That was back
skinned-
probably 16 years ago, because 15 years ago today we went to L.A. Tiny and I did, and it was
Who?
probably the year before that. My buddy Tiny
Oh, okay.
went to pick
Tiny, the one that passed away?
No, it's his brother Chris,
Fat
the fat man.
Fat man.
Fat man.
Fat man.
Fat man's
Hey,
passed
when
away.
Justine's little brother, Grant, when was just a little feller, they tell an awesome story. I wish I could have been there, but he's in a cart, like in the cart.
Shopping
at a
cart?
shopping center
Okay.
of some sort. And then they like push him up to the register or something, and he looked at the guy working and was like, "Hey, fat man." I love it. And then another good one. He's got all kinds of good ones, but remember at Cheeseburger in Paradise where you get the actual coasters?
Never been there.
Cheeseburger in
You
paradise.
know what I'm talking about though, the chain
Yeah.
chain restaurant where they would you give you coasters, but then they'd give you pencils to draw and things for the kids. And he wrote on there, "You smell like dead goat, DEDGOTE," and then just slid it back in the stack. He's a dandy, that boy.
Yeah, I saw something cool. So, friend of the program.
Hey, Jenny, you want to roll me one of those bush
Yeah,
lights?
bring 2 or 3 of them once here.
Hey, Jenna, you want to hiccup into the mic for everybody to listen to?
No, because then you have to be on camera.
Hey, she's got wild hair. Don't care, Dave.
Oh my!
You for sure we don't need to leave the lounge?
Look out now!
Hey, you guys can drop your episodes later. You guys need to
Look
get
out!
the-
now. Anyway, what did you see, Casey? Huh?
So, friend of the program, Blake Broker.
Yeah,
We all know Blake.
Yeah.
Blake coached baseball with Blake. I saw today, June 14th. So, coming up here
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Friday.
his father, Dennis Broker,
Yeah,
is retiring
From
from the
Bealers.
Huntingburg IGA.
yeah. After how many years?
50 years.
Ain't that crazy? That's a detrimental
50
loss.
years.
That's going to be detrimental.
That's crazy.
Yep. Mows the grass, stocks shelves. He does everything. Waves it, talks to everybody. Good guy. Real good guy. Real good guy.
It is amazing. 50 years.
At the same employer. Like, I couldn't imagine being
Yeah.
at the same employer for 50 years.
Yeah.
That's something.
It's nuts, man. It is wild.
Well, when you're with the city of Huntingburg that long, it'll be
I'm
great.
not going to work for the city of Huntingburg
You-
for 50 years.
you
I
can't
may not
announce
be
that.
alive for 50
Oh.
years.
Stop it.
How old does that put me at?
86. You keep
87.
drinking the wine with me, and we'll be good.
87.
86.
87.
What's 38 plus 50?
You're not 38. You're 37.
What's 37 plus 50?
87. Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
you were 36. You
Yeah.
just look.
Quit cutting me short.
You look young, buddy. You look
Bitch.
good. Just keep drinking the wine
Well, I
with
ain't
me.
got no more wine. What is it? The song.
Hey,
You know,
I'm
there's
gonna
a lot
start
of wine.
walking to your house, guys, to get
There's
drunk.
a lot of wine references in old classic rock.
Yeah,
Do you think that wine was
like
just,
Curtis Lowe.
Yeah, like that, and a lot of Zeppelin songs too. Like, and drink my wine, pound on it now. Do you think that there?
More words to rhyme with it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name
dumbass.
some words that rhyme with beer.
Fear, queer,
Queer, dear, smear, leer,
tear.
fear.
No great words to use in writing a song.
Yeah, like
Right.
I saw a deer. It was queer, not gay, but just strange. Like I wanted to be sure that we didn't mean queer in a derogatory way.
But no, there's a lot. I mean, obviously, let's get past like the rhyming thing. But I do think that
Can we just get past the rhyming?
I think that there might have been a little bit more wine consumption maybe back in that.
I tell you what, you go back to the days of Caesar, and I watched a movie on Apple, whatever
Podcast.
Apple has. No,
what the hell was that?
Their television program.
Spartacus?
No, Napoleon.
Oh,
Lots of wine drinking.
Dynamite.
Ooh, Bonaparte.
Oh,
Could you imagine drinking that wine out of some goat stomach like they did?
Oh man, I tell you what,
yak.
the old yak bladder.
You know how tough you'd have to be to live in that era?
Dude,
And
you
they
want to
did
talk
it all
about
the time.
goat stomachs? You know, there was a local farmer that lived close to here that had to kind of stop, not necessarily stop selling like livestock goats to a particular cultural group of humans that's very predominant in our
Just say
area.
the
Making
Hispanics.
colon condoms or something.
No, they would kill him in the driveway. And like put cups under their neck and like keep like catch the blood and shit.
For like blood sausage.
Yeah, like and stuff like that. And
Well,
he's
just like how you process.
right. But like go home and do that. Like, hey bro,
They would do it in his
yeah,
driveway.
like as soon as they
Oh,
gave the
yeah.
money to him for this particular goat, before they put the sumbitch in the trunk of that Camry, they were hacking its throat
you
open.
can't take the missus to the drugstore, buy a pack of condoms, and just splay her out across the counter.
Right.
Well, you
You
can,
know.
but it'd be frowned upon. Unless your old lady's hot, then that's okay. Hey, before we go any further, let's take a quick pause for our friends, Rusty and Courtney Drew.
Hey, Wonders. You've heard Mace talking about it for a few weeks now, but we wanted to be sure you got it. Talking about Courage for Courtney. Our friend Courtney Drew has been diagnosed with cancer and needs our support. To help ease the financial burden of treatment and everything else, some awesome folks are hosting a fundraiser on July 13th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Venue 1408 in Huntingburg. It'll be an awesome evening with live music, dinner, dancing, a silent auction, and a bake sale. It's going to be a fun night for everybody involved, but most importantly, it'll be helping a great family get through a really tough time. Can't make it? Well, don't forget there's an online store. Look below for the link or scan the QR code that you see on your screen right now. Now, these are pre-orders, so you can order at any time, but the orders will be sent off to production in batches. You'll be given information on your batch and pickup options when you order. Let's rally together and show the power of community.
All right. Hey, the Courage for Courtney
There it
coming up very soon. We're only about, by the time this airs, a couple weeks away. A lot of great items that we know are going to be in the silent auction.
Hey, let's not forget, head up to 4th Street to the Huntingburg Grind Company on July the 12th.
Oh, get you some hot dogs or burgers.
Get you a burger.
Well, hey, it's funny that you mentioned that, buddy. What a lead in, because there's another local company that's connected with us.
That's right.
Our friends
That's right.
over at Celebration Ice, and our buddy Mark Siebert wanted us to remind you or tell you that Celebration Ice is announcing an Honor Box fundraiser for Rusty and Courtney. 100% of all sales from the 31 South Clay Street Honor Box from July 1st to the 7th will be donated to the family. Smoke.
Now. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to say, now that we're talking about ice, though.
Wait, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you
I'll
go
go.
first.
I'll go.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Dave.
go.
So how do we get to ice? We were talking about local companies, and then we were talking about ice. And now if we're talking about ice, I feel like it's pertinent to bring up that we got a cooler.
What?
A cooler
Oh, no shit.
donated by the one and only Lisa Pinkstaff, powered by U Mortgage.
Powered by U Mortgage.
And then we've got the Dutchmen here and all the Wanderers out there that are excited to have some swag that we may have laying around.
Well, and let's tell them a little bit more, because on Wednesday, we didn't let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, we
but
just let you know there was a cat,
yes.
In a bag, maybe.
but we didn't let it out.
We may
We really don't have a cat.
donate our season tickets. Not for one
Not,
game.
Yeah, not all of them.
Not all of them. But for a game.
There's going to be a lot of really, really cool shit in this cooler. It's not only a
I mean,
cooler.
it's a nice size cooler.
Yeah, and we can fit a lot of cool shit in it.
We're talking to a couple of our sponsors that maybe they would want to pony up something that could go into this cooler.
Sure. Like a head of lettuce.
A head of lettuce.
You could probably fit a football in there.
Yeah,
It's a nice size cooler.
probably could. What are you chuckling about?
Nothing.
You chucklehead.
You chuckle ass
But anyways,
motherfucker.
Back to Celebration Ice. So, for those that don't know, the Honor Box is at the ice plant, which is on 31 South Clay Street in Jasper over there by the Patoka River, where you can buy 7-pound bags of ice for $1. It's a cash or check 24/7 honor system.
Yeah.
So, if you go over there, Dave, because here's the cool thing. If you go over there, Dave, our buddy Mark's saying, hey, a 7-pound bag of ice is $1. But you know what? 100% of all these sales in the Honor Box are going to Rusty, Courtney, and family.
For sure.
So you know what? Maybe today is a good day to buy a bag
it's
for
Friday.
$5.
yeah. Throw you $5 in
Throw
there.
a $10 bill in there.
Go grab you a bag of ice. Grab you 2 bags of ice for $10.
Grab a 3. You know, whatever it takes.
Put what you got in there, because here's the deal down in our neck of the woods. Now, we do have a growing demographic. We're in lots of states other than Indiana, but we are centrally located right here in God's country.
Yes.
And, people rally together.
Yeah, we rally together.
So do Wanderers.
So a big thank you to Celebration Ice and our buddy Mark Siebert. They know about the battle. They've dealt with it there, and we appreciate their support and stepping up, and we're sharing that. And a big thank you to Lisa Pinkstaff, powered by U Mortgage. You think she hits the alarm and it's like, boom, 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 powered by U Mortgage. I think it is. That'd be pretty cool.
And wait till next week. We might even have more people to thank.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Never do know.
Just
Did you
gonna have
have
to tune
anything
in.
else you want
What's
to add?
Brado got?
Okay, now it is time for Brado's 3 Big Things, brought to you by our friends at Merkley and Sons.
Welcome to Brado's 3 Big Things for the week, sponsored by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. The Merkley's ad has been heating up. Just at the end of April, they had smoked wieners, seasoned patties, fresh pork tenderloin, and the flavored brats on sale. Stop in and see the fellas today. Tell them the Dutchman sent you.
All right, here we go. San Diego Padres player Tucupita Marcano. What do you think that is?
Well, I haven't seen how it's spelled.
Tucupita. Tucupita.
Tucupita.
Tucupita Marcano, banned for life by Major League Baseball. The 24-year-old Padres infielder has been banned for life by Major
Fake
League
bats.
Baseball for gambling on baseball games.
Oh, didn't Pete Rose get F for this?
Yeah, can you say Pete Rose? But seriously, with the advent of all these gambling websites, do the Dutchmen agree with the lifetime ban? Seems a little much. Listen, here's my stake on it.
My God.
You don't think Major League Baseball has a corporate sponsorship or an official sports book that they're collecting a lot of money from? Listen, if you can take it back, it goes all the way back to the 19 whatevers with Shoeless Joe Jackson and the Chicago White Sox.
I feel like you should be able to bet on yourself to win but not lose, because that's where it gets questioned.
Yeah.
Like if you're betting on yourself to lose, you can throw a game. But if you're going to bet on yourself to win, that's just good old-fashioned American confidence.
But on the flip side, some of these guys know the ins and outs of the old locker room. And, hey, our starting pitcher, he's been a little bit sore in his pre-work stuff. Probably not going to go 5 innings. You know, like there's little inside information.
Yeah, like if you're betting on prop bets like that, like how long does the starter go? What's the over under?
This is how green I am to the. I didn't think about all the things you like. Oh yeah, what inning do you think they'll pull the pitcher? Well, Coach said the third.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's a little.
Before the lineup's announced.
Hey, tonight, Rocky, you're throwing 3, and then we're going to bring Sally in.
Yeah.
Big Sal's back there in the bullpen, just chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
prop bet comes out.
Third inning.
When do you reckon old Rocky's coming out of the gate?
You take the under all day. Well, and some of it is too, like lineups aren't announced, but coach said, hey, here's what our lineup's going to be for this series. Because those guys know. Those guys know playing days off.
Right.
and you got Bryce Harper out of the lineup, but you haven't submitted it yet, and they're playing a game against, let's say, the Dodgers, and you go ahead and you get the Dodgers are plus money for whatever reason,
Right.
and it would or the Philly, whatever you could do, you could manipulate the lines that way.
Seems like then maybe it should be they have to share their bets publicly. And then that would take care of any wrongdoing. Because if they were like, oh, hey,
A
we got
little
to lose this one.
transparency.
Yeah, transparency.
It's a good word there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Major League Baseball's making money for DraftKings, FanDuels, all that other shit. So pass it on to the players.
You know, the missus and the father-in-law and the boys, the two older ones, went to a game.
Yeah, just
That's right.
Wonder what a hot dog was there.
$7.
You know this answer?
No.
Oh.
Oh, it was a one.
No, Jenna didn't buy no hot dogs there.
Pat Sajak will host Wheel of Fortune for the final time today, it says.
Yeah, I think we already
It's
missed it.
Pat's final
Yeah.
spin. Sajak will host his last episode of Wheel today after more than 40 years and 8,000 episodes on the game show.
Gosh.
Brado was more of a Jeopardy guy, but what about the Dutchmen? What do we say to their favorite game shows growing up?
It obviously won't be the same with that douchebag Ryan Seacrest.
Is Vanna
Oh, is he
White
going?
still flipping the tiles?
Yeah, for a while, but I bet she doesn't make
How old is she?
Vanna.
Good grief. I
She's
mean, if
probably
he was there 40 years, she's got to be 70.
She's probably 60.
Oh, she didn't start when she was 10.
No, I mean she's probably close to 68, 69. But Sajak's 77.
Yeah.
How long did you say he was on the show?
40 years.
Oh, 40. I was thinking 50.
Yeah, so 40 years. So then that makes him how old would he have been when he started?
Well, that'd made him 37.
Yeah, so he was probably somewhere in
Wait,
there.
he's really 70 years old?
77.
Looks good for 70.
He was born October 26, 19 of 46.
Oh, shoot.
I'd like for him to get with Netflix and get a hell of a lot of money just to talk about like the inside track of Price is Right.
Well, there is one. There's a
You
show
mean the
about
Wheel
it.
of Fortune?
Yeah, Wheel
Yep.
of Fortune. There is a show about the
like just how many jackasses he dealt with.
I mean, he could probably talk
Oh,
about Prices
God.
Right, but not his show.
right. Vanna's
Drew
67 years old.
So
She looks good for 67.
You goddamn right she
Hey,
does.
do you want to know what Pat Sajak's reported net worth is?
No.
Hold on, I'll guess. 40 years. The show was doing good. I bet he was pulling in like 50 grand an episode in the beginning. I bet he's somewhere in the 1.2 billion range.
Absolutely
No.
not even close.
75 million.
No. Way off.
Way off.
Pat
Samsonite.
Sajak.
Wait, I don't buy it though because they say
What a-
Vanna White's net worth is 85.
What a chump.
Yeah,
but-
she wasn't making more.
Yeah, so I don't
What
know.
do you mean she wasn't making more?
Pat Sajak was making like 5 times more than her per season. He was making like
40
15.
years ago was that's the 80s. That's when there
Hell,
was
they didn't pay
still
women
inequality.
shit back in.
Yeah, no shit.
They barely just got the chance to vote.
vote. Yeah, I was gonna say vote.
Get in the kitchen.
I don't.
Flip them tiles, Vanna.
God bless America. Then when you're done flipping them, give me a sandwich. I don't think.
Hey, she won't make a real good sandwich, but she flips some tiles real good.
I don't think we'll ever be the same. Just like Price is Right was never the same without.
You think she got rashes from all them sequins?
No,
buddy, because the sequins aren't on the inside.
No, but I feel like they'd hold heat in.
no,
No,
it's not that hot.
You
on
wear
the set.
sequins
It's
that many days in
it's
a
cool
row.
on the set. Ask Liberace.
4,000.
Well, he's dead.
He didn't do no 4,000 episodes. That's 5 days a week. That poor gal's been in more sequins than she has been cotton.
They only film 6 months out of the year. They do a week's worth of shows in one day.
That poor gal. I bet she had heat rashes under her titties.
Because I had a girl.
Imagine.
Went to
Titties?
UE.
They don't get heat rash under their titties.
Oh, bullshit. There's sweat under there, ain't they?
Well, yeah, but they just put little chafe. I mean, they get heat
In
rash in there.
1980?
Things change, Dave.
Moving on. What else? What's he got?
Well, what was
God
your favorite
damn.
game show?
Oh, Price is Right.
Wheel and Jeopardy.
So it's an old show called The Match Game.
Is that the dating game one?
Yeah.
No. It's where you have a list of celebrities, and basically you
Was
try
that
to-
where they were all in the squares?
No, that was Celebrity Tic-Tac-Toe. Or Squares. Celebrity Squares.
Huh.
I don't know. Well, they try to match answers given by celebrity panelists to fill in the blank questions.
That is the match game.
But it's like
There
from
it
the
is.
70s. Like it's that guy. It's like from the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
It's a blast. It is a blast.
You remember the whammy? No whammy?
Richard Dawson.
He was on Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah, he started the match game, I believe, in 78 or...
Oh,
Whenever it was. But it's just cool because like the money they're playing for then is like, you could win $10,000. You're like, okay.
Might be able to buy half the batteries for my Tesla.
Dating apps to appear in Japan. Tokyo's government is launching its own dating app as Japan's fertility rate plunges to a record low. The nation of
wouldn't have to-
nearly 124 million people only recorded around 727,000 births last year, new data shows. Dating apps weren't a thing for us when we were growing up. You took your shot, and if it didn't work out, you learned how to deal with the rejection. Do the Dutchmen ever worry about this generation and the lost art of face-to-face interaction?
100%.
Woo.
Pitching.
Pitch and woo.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't spit.
It happens after you pitch the woo.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to spitting game and really roping gals in, I was
Your wife's about to vomit right now.
really good at it.
Oh, yeah.
I could really woo them. Yeah.
Woo the socks right off.
I mean, get them in the freaking boy. Yeah.
Your wife.
Man, do I have the game, boy, and I could spit
Got
it.
more game than Coleco.
Amen.
She's wondering where that game went.
I don't think I could only imagine how awkward it would be to be on the to be a fly on the wall, to watch the interaction between two humans that have met via the internet
Now,
for the first time, the very first time.
there was a movie
Physically.
that had
Well, I didn't want to interrupt Dave.
Okay.
it was Sylvester.
Do you not know it? You need to come back to it.
No, we'll talk for a second. I'll get through it. It definitely had Wesley Snipes in it.
Uh-huh.
It's
Sling
about
Blade?
police
Not
officers.
Sling Blade. Blade.
No, not Blade.
What is it then? What is Wesley Snipes in?
God, I mean, yes, he is in Blade, but the
got
movie
no
I'm
gas
talking
in it.
about is where they
Sling Blade's that guy.
Poor little feller wasn't no bigger than a squirrel.
some of them fried potatoes. Anyway,
Carl.
this particular movie that I'm talking about either had Sylvester Stallone
Okay. Or Wesley Snipes.
No, Wesley Snipes was 1,000% in it. He was the
Okay.
bad guy.
Uh-huh.
The good guy was either Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger. It wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's no accent. So they're cops. He froze the cop. The bad guy's frozen. It's like 2070. They come to life. They bring him back because the bad guy got out, which is Wesley Snipes.
Demolition Man?
Yes. Now, who is the guy that's not Wesley Snipes?
Who is the guy that's not?
It'll be right there on the cover.
Jean-Claude Van
There it
Damme.
is. So he
You're
comes.
way off. You just said it had no accent. Jean
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
A white martial artist and Wesley Snipes. So, but when he comes back, they've got like the 3 shells. They don't use toilet paper.
No, it wasn't. It was Stallone.
God dang it! I told you. And anyway, he was hitting on the police girl he was with. He's like, "Hey, baby," more or less, and she's like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Really? In your time, people had intercourse because it was all virtual. Like they strapped on these helmets to have like the brown chicken brown cow time."
Right.
There's some that do that now.
And then he showed her what it was about to get slung the Peter.
Oh.
But I'm bringing this up because in that
Did he
movie,
mount her?
He did. It was like a very taboo thing because you didn't.
Was it
mount-
consensual?
Yeah, she wanted it. Oh, she wanted it.
Oh, man,
boy.
did she want it?
She
She wanted
wanted
it
it.
bad.
But anyway, it reminds me of what you're saying here with the, I'm working on it because Cody's falling off asleep.
That's
there.
okay. The light went out back there.
Oh, back in business.
But it reminds me of that because they got so technologically advanced that the human, like the physical interaction didn't need to happen anymore.
Right.
So how did they still have kids? You just got artificially inseminated?
Yep.
You shot it
They
over
would,
shoes.
yep, they would.
Let the flies do the rest. I can't imagine what it would be like to do that whole
Well, no,
Tinder stuff and dating
And the
app
problem
shit.
is,
Like,
back when we were coming
that's
up,
wild to me. I don't
You
know.
might
I know
get shot down, and the people around you saw you get shot down, and that
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
But now, if you get shot down, these little dick bags.
Well, that goes back to the ghosting shit, like the ghosting conversation.
and actually, I've been thinking to tell you about that. We got ghosted. I've been meaning to bring it up, and I probably shouldn't bring it up on here. But we, at one point in time, had an opportunity that seemed like a good business opportunity.
Oh,
And we're like, let's do this thing. We'll take the first step.
yeah.
And so we put it all out there and we moved forward, and then we never heard back again.
Right.
And I've been meaning to say that all week that I meant to bring it up at our business meeting.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we got the ghosted out of us.
Hoodwinked, I believe, is what our friend Esquire said. We got hoodwinked. Yes.
But I've been meaning to bring that up, and
Yeah.
you saying ghosted reminded me.
Yeah.
I think
Douchebag.
I,
Anyway.
I know a few guys that utilize the old tinderbox.
Oh, my best friend in the whole wide world is currently married to the love of his life via Tinder.
Oh, I thought you were getting ready to say he's still on Tinder. I was like, do we need to go into that?
No way, man. Yeah.
But some of it is like these guys.
They have a big photo on their wall that said, all because two people swiped right.
At least they embrace it. Like these people that make up fake stories about how you met. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we met at the grocery store and we both reached for the eggs at the same time. Like, nobody ever does that. Just say it. Call it a spade where you a spade.
Yeah,
a
I was
spade.
married to this real old grease monkey and then I ended up grabbing the milkman's hand, and then now we're married.
Yeah, it's been happy ever after. But think about back in the olden days. You got together with somebody because, oh, hey, them smokers are good. They're good. They're
people.
good people.
Good people,
They,
good
you
people.
oughta-
they raise good hogs.
Stable.
Good hogs.
You need to go meet them smoker boys.
They ain't had a kid cross-eyed in 3 decades.
Yeah. Is that true? Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Anyway,
Gene Pool runs
Hey,
deep in the
Brado.
smoker household.
good ones.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So here is a People's Wonder.
Here we go.
That's what I like to hear.
Shout out to our favorite postal worker that listens to the show.
Do it.
But her wonder was, when is a wrong time or a bad time or an inopportune time or an inappropriate time to tell your whole f***ing life story when you're holding up business as usual?
I bet the right answer is at the post office.
No.
Probably
no,
would be.
No.
Chatty Cathy's in there.
I kind of know what this postal worker is talking about.
Oh, you got
Because
the inside scoop.
I was the one that was approached with the question.
Mm.
And we have been in a couple of different situations this week where a bunch of people line up to talk to
Specific people.
specific people that are dealing with specific
problems.
circumstances.
Yeah.
And, maybe you haven't had the opportunity to speak to these specific people that are dealing with specific circumstances.
Or you just saw them last week at the grocery store and you didn't say a single word. But
Right.
now you feel like it's the time to just
Right.
let it all fucking out there.
Right. So when this postal worker approached me, we were both dealing with the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
And in all reality, I believe wholeheartedly that the people that are dealing with this certain situation
Yeah.
have a lot to do with the life story spewing,
Mm.
in this time, because they have had to deal with this specific situation, and they're just maybe they're looking for an exit. And sometimes, I've been in this situation before where I have dealt with the situation that these people have dealt with. I've been in their shoes. And when you've got a lot of things to deal with, sometimes it's easy to just kind of like tunnel vision up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Hey, man, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. How's your mom? Remember that time she took us over to the skate palace and, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, where's your brother at now? He was with us, and stuff like that, So it's tough it's tough in them situations to just kind of like, well, I'd love to talk to you more, but there's 645 other people behind me that they want to talk to you too. So you go ahead and good luck dealing with that situation you're dealing with, and I'll catch you later. You know what I mean? So there is a time or place for catching up. But I think in these situations, when these people are dealing with that situation in particular, sometimes it's just good to kind of let you kind of got to set the tone. You know what I mean? Like you go up there and you just say, hey, bud, good luck with that situation. Good seeing you. And
Catch you on the flip side.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you just keep it moving. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you a place that I don't like. Like I got to be real comfortable with you and know you pretty well. But what's awkward to me is if my hand is on my penis
Yeah.
and you're talking to me about your day.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Or complimenting you on your shoes.
Yeah. Or hey, you know
Hey,
what? I
bud,
heard what
you
you
can
said
do-
back there, and that was real nice. Like my hand's on my dick, bud. Like
Yeah. Hey, did you get a
You're
new pair
talking
of
about
shoes?
interactions in the washroom.
yeah. My hand's not normally on my dick in public
in the
unless
loo.
I'm
Yeah.
In the
there.
loo.
But I feel like that's an awkward time to tell me about, hey, nice turquoise ring. Well, mother, why are you looking at my ring?
Why are you peeping over the wall here?
Yeah. Anyway, just
Do
so
you wear your
further
turquoise
question.
rings at work?
Hell yeah.
He hasn't taken them off since he's gotten them.
No, I do. Every night when I go to bed and when I get in the pool because I don't want the chlorine to get the settings broke loose.
Oh.
I'm pretty serious about the turquoise.
Here's another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
In line at the old checkout, like at grocery stores.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing your job locked in, getting your groceries on the cart. You know, you're too busy yapping your jaws.
Or when you get on about, I've tried these ones before and they're just not that good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'd have been nice to know back when all the other ones were next door to these ones.
when you're eating dinner and somebody walks by your table, like that's
Food okay?
That's a bad time for you to just hang out
Oh
there.
my God. How terrible is it to get stuck with one of them waitresses
Oh,
that like you
Going back
They
to
do it on
Wednesday
purpose.
show.
They're just with you. Like,
Go.
oh, look, this fat bastard's got his mouth full of mutton here.
let me go talk to him.
How's that supper tasting there, big fella?
Hey,
Salad
sweetie.
okay?
Hey, sweetie, how is that? Things that annoy you. Waitresses that hover too much.
So we knew some people maybe one time that worked at a specific restaurant that maybe knew somebody else that knew me, and then automatically then had like an ultimate immediate connection. And we're trying to just, flat out hammer down. And it's like literally they won't leave. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and like,
That goes back to the eating with your mouth open.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I can't eat whenever you're sitting here asking me questions about,
I remember that. Who's a regular guy?
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I just can't,
You can only do that at the dentist.
I can't keep going. You know what I mean? And I'm like, like while my fork is loaded, like I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to
Deposit.
stuff this fork into my gullet. And she's like, oh, how's so-and-so? And I'm like, I'll get ready to buy. What?
Where did you get your shirt?
Yeah. Like,
Got it at the shirt store. We Janelle and I were down in Evansville this week, and we went and ate at old. She's like, "Hey, what do you want for lunch?" And I was like, "I don't know, Chick-fil-A usual." And she kind of like him-hauled around. I was like, "Let's go to Crazy Buffet." And this waitress at Crazy Buffet, I had only taken a couple sips out of my drink. Sips. Yeah, it kind of ran there. And she comes over and she's, "Would you like more to drink, sir?" I'm like, "No, I'm
what are you
good."
gonna do? But like, you got a medicine dropper in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're gonna really get her going.
So then I realistically had picked it up, taken 2 more sips, set it down. "Sir, would you like me to refill that?" And Janelle kind of looked at me, and I said, "Please," because you're not going to leave until I let you.
Actually,
So it
this
turns
is the
out
perfect
there's a
time.
lot of times to talk about your life story, and then there's also times to just keep it moving.
When your chit chat affects other people,
Yeah.
keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
There we go. Hey,
one.
good, great Friday variety show. We appreciate it. One more time around the table, brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power.
The Last Pass is proudly brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. Big Mace has a Cub Cadet. Esquire has a Kubota Zero Turn. And Smoke has a Kubota B-Series tractor. You could say we're big fans of what Hopf Outdoor Power has to offer. It's time to mow responsibly and upgrade your rig. Want to mow quick, save some time? Get a Zero Turn. Need something a little more than a lawn tractor? Check out their Kubota compact tractors today. No time like the present for an upgrade.
I would say
Jenna Michelle Smoker.
I would say peace, love, and positivity. Courage for Courtney. July the 12th at the Huntingburg Grind. They're going to be selling hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers,
Coffee,
probably some
Tea.
chips, and whatnot. All the proceeds,
coffee beans.
all the proceeds are going to go to them. Cancer treatments aren't cheap, people, and they're not easy. And the stress that whole world and that whole situation creates is just unbearable, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So anything that you can do and help these fine folks deal with what they're dealing with, like I said, they're going to need it. So other than that, stay hydrated, stay cool. If you get a break at work, take it. When you get home after a hard day's work outside in the heat, if you have air conditioning, do it. Get in there and cool off, and don't let your meat loaf. Dave, what you got?
You know, we've been talking about all the things, the bummers of the new age, you know, kids that don't know how to flirt or what to do when they meet a person they met online for 2 years first. And the way technology is changing everything and culture. But you know what? Down here in this neck of the woods, we still get everybody rallied together for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
We still get around the folks that, would get around for us. So
Right.
glad to see that. So even if you don't know the folks that are in the pickle, we've got some opportunities coming up to maybe spend a little bit of your money to help out somebody that you don't know, and just have faith that if you were ever in that spot, you know, what goes around comes around.
That's
So,
right.
do unto others, and keep your stick on the ice.
Played a lot of golf this week. Really enjoyed it. Once baseball season kind of gets over, I get out and play, and I love it, and really enjoy it. But big thank you to our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power, Merkley and Sons. Celebration on Ice. Disney on Ice. You dumb son of a bitch. Celebration Ice. Hey, could you help publicize this? And obviously Huntingburg Grind. And then, our friends, there with Courage for Courtney. Like, we're going to keep saying it. We're going to keep getting it out there.
Yep.
Positive vibes for those people. But all the people part of this operation, you guys, I mean, we're staring down the barrel of being 2 years old, and we've got a barbecue competition coming up. And
12 weeks.
we met this week. We got a couple cool things and kind of making, things a little bit more streamlined. But
Time to go to work.
Really great. Always good to do this. I always look forward to it. We appreciate those. If you're watching and listening, just stop in and say hi on the old social medias.
Yeah.
We kind of take it for granted a little bit. I think we feel like we're doing a good job, but every once in a while we like to just have somebody post randomly and say, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. So,
Or, hey, do you remember when you weren't obese? Maybe we do. Maybe we don't.
Third grade.
Hey,
But
love you guys.
love you too,
buddy.
And with that, to Wonderland, we appreciate it. This Friday variety show is done because Jenna Michelle Smoker is snoring in the corner. No, she's not. She's not. That was a joke.
She's struggling.
She's on the struggle bus.
Dutchman out.
She's still got that tea in her hair, though.
Dutchman out.
Dutchman out.